Okay, so you're telling me that you're watching the qualifying for the steeplechase, and the steeplechase by itself is its own event.
Of course. 3,000 meter steeplechase.
Okay, I was under the impression that the steeplechase was only part of the decathlon.
Yeah, you shouldn't ever say that again.
I thought I seen. Wait, okay, the decathlon is the man, right?
At all. There's no steeplechase in the decathlon.
The decathlon is the men, right? Bruce Jenner, right?
Yes, the decathlon is the men. The heptathlon is
heptathlon. That's
neither version has
a steeplechase.
No, sir.
So technically, all right. Wait. The steeplechase, as I know it, is run. Hold on. The steeplechase, as I know it, is running around the track, and at some point in time, running over like a horse jump into a pond.
Sure. If you're familiar with equestrian, it could look like a horse jump. Yes,
you call it equestrian if you want. And everybody knows what the fuck horse jumping is.
There's one water jump. There is one water jump. Yes.
Okay. That's the only part of steeplechase I know. What's the other part?
Well, there are 1, 2, 3, 4. Around the track, there are 5 hurdles, aka steeples. One of them is over water, but as you're going around, you still have to jump the barriers dry.
But they're not like hurdles. They're actually like the horse jump.
Yeah.
Steeple. Okay. Steeple. Yeah. Steeple got some shit to do with horses, right? Don't you put them in a steeple, or is that
that'd be a stable?
A stable.
Yes.
Steeple, staple. All right, but same lane. All got to do with horses.
Definitely 2 different words. They definitely do not mean the same thing.
Okay, so wait. What's the distance on the steeplechase?
The distance of the race itself?
Yes.
Is 3,000 meters.
God damn. See, because I was like, yo, I'm sure I can still jump over the pond and get this done.
Yeah, I mean,
because I see the athletes that are running the steeplechase, and they ain't the fastest. That's why I thought it was the decathlon, because in the decathlon, nobody looks good at anything. They're just good at everything. Nobody looks great at anything. They're just good at everything. Is that a good way?
No, that's definitely not a good way to describe that at all. They are elite.
Oh, you know what the fuck I mean. I'm comparing them to other elite. So they run the 100 meters, right?
Sure.
Of course, they don't look like the real 100-meter runners.
They don't look like the specialists. That is correct.
Right. And some of them don't look like they've ever ran at all.
I mean, some decathletes are speed and power based. Some are strength based. Some are,
Exactly. So they're not elite at anything. They're great at everything.
I mean,
okay.
I can't. Right. That's actually not true. For example, there are within the 10 events of the decathlon, there may be 1 or 2 events where athlete X, if they wanted to specialize, could absolutely specialize with the elites. They just choose to do the deck.
Okay. And at one point in time, the decathlon champion was known as the greatest athlete in the world.
Ain't no one. That is still the distinction.
Okay, but they're no longer celebrated like that. As far as us, like people still
in the proper world of athleticism, they are still celebrated that way now.
I'm talking about regular people.
we're not concerned with American thoughts about this. American thoughts will tell you Tom Brady or LeBron is the greatest athlete on the world, and they're just not. They're all
here. First of all, we respect all thoughts around these parts. If you didn't know, this is the Racing Thoughts podcast.
Yes. Well,
so we have the Thought Army, the Thought Minions. I don't know what we calling them yet, but it's gonna be something great. But we respect the thoughts. THOUGTH. THOUGHTS. Thoughts.
With your double entendre, I understand.
There you go. All right, so okay, well, shit. Now that you said 3,000 meters, steeplechase look a whole lot different to me. I thought I could get in there. Oh, are you allowed to jump all the way over the water, or do you have to jump in the water?
Very few athletes can clear the water without getting wet. It is legal. Most of the Kenyans can do it. The elite Kenyans. Some of the Ethiopians I've seen do it, but I'd say 90% get their feet ankles, calves, sometimes neck wet in the water.
I would jump over it because I don't want to get my ankles all ashy for the race, because you might have to do an interview after.
I mean, I hear you. And if you would like to experiment, we could do a live broadcast of the show. We'll get you out at the track. I'll fill up the water jump. We can see if Aero can clear the jump. I'm sure the Thought Nation would love to watch you do it.
The Thought Nation would love it. My family would love it. All my friends would love it. But I don't know. I ain't trying to get hurt. If I fall in that water, I gotta kill the cameraman. I gotta kill the cameraman.
You would. The chat is going. I like Think Tank. Think Tank sounds good. I like Thought Nation.
Okay. Shout out to the chat.
Today dealing with the good ideas.
Thought Nation. There you go. All the thoughts across the nation. Because what we do over here is we go deep in them thoughts. We dive deep. Again, I know. It's a way of life. Let's see. Oh, they're just talking. Think tank. I don't know, because I don't. Nah, y'all got to be the thought tank.
That's an improvement.
It's got to have something with thoughts in it. We need something for a T-shirt. The thought tank. Nah, because then you rhyme it with like thought stank or something. We'll figure it out. We'll workshop it.
I like the little intro music. Who put that together?
Man, who you think? I'm the producer of this show.
Oh, okay. All right.
Who put that together? Okay. Matter of fact, no better time than to start the show. And we're back. Welcome to the Racing Thoughts Podcast. I am your host, AeroGant. I'm here with my good friend, Chuck. We going by Chuck? Chuck works. To the Thought Nation?
That works for me. Don't get brand new on me, you know.
Oh, it's not me. It's everybody else. Don't worry about me. I know you like skin ass. Pause if you have to. So, again, we just started talking about the steeplechase. It was on the Olympics. The Olympics are going on. Are you excited?
Absolutely. Greatest time of the year for sport.
Greatest time of the 4 years for sport. 5 years right now, right?
Yes.
Okay. So they're going with Tokyo 2020.
Yeah, it would have cost too much money to rebrand it 21.
We're like an old video game that came out a little late. It didn't get out in time, but we still gonna put it out. The Tokyo 2020. I knew they was gonna do that. I was like, Nike ain't sending that shit all over to Africa and handing that out. They gonna sell this merch.
No, I mean, you know, it's a brand. It's branded literally into, like, it's on the track. It's in the venues.
It'd be too weird to be Tokyo 2021 anyway.
It would have cost millions.
I like my Olympics with even numbers.
Right.
That would throw off everything. Remember when they used to have the Winter Olympics and the Summer Olympics in the same year?
Yeah.
And then they switched it, and then they went one like 2 years later, and it was like weird. Ain't that when like Nancy Kerrigan got hit?
That's basically how it is now. So the winners, summer is every 4 years, winter is every 4 years, but every 2 years.
Every 2 years we get that new Olympics, that new Olympic feel, but it don't feel right. The Winter Olympics don't feel right. I just remember that the last one was in like Pyongyang or Pyeongchang. Don't at me or don't cancel me if I got that wrong, but it's in North Korea, right? That's the one we get along with, right? South Korea.
South Korea, sir. South Korea.
That's the one Trump gets.
Trump may have wanted it there, but it most definitely
that's the one Trump gets along with. Pyongyang, I think. But I don't even remember it. I don't even remember. Did we have even an American sweetheart?
I don't remember. I'm sure I watched, but you know, the Winter Olympics is not my concentration point.
Okay, so this summer you watched the opening games or the opening ceremonies?
I watched some of it. I mean,
it was sad. It was depressing.
Listen, It's not depressing for me, simply on the strength of it's getting done. And a lot of people didn't think it was going to get done. A lot of people are swearing up and down it should be canceled. It's happening. It's live right now. Track and field, aka athletics, just started today, aka yesterday.
Wait, that's new. I've never heard of this. Athletics.
Athletics is how you refer to track and field in the global space. Athletics.
So we're damn near done with all this swimming.
Swimming is almost over.
Now, I used to love the swimming, but goddamn, it seems like it's taking forever to get over with.
Well, that's the schedule, right? Swimming and gymnastics are usually the opening bars, and we close with the greatest show on the world. So,
what, fencing?
No.
Okay, so with the swimming, does it feel like we're not dominating like we usually do? What happened to all the great American swimmers? Not to disparage anybody that's there.
The Americans are doing very, very well. The difference with the Americans right now is you don't have as much star power. And really what that means is Michael Phelps isn't there. So because Phelps isn't there,
they're trying to make that Driscoll guy the guy.
He's amazing, and he has done extremely well, but no one is Michael Phelps. So when the last 3 Olympics have been all about the utter domination of Michael Phelps, and then the narratives built around him, it feels like a lesser thing. But
we got Ledecky.
Ledecky is awesome.
Ledecky's the GOAT. Everybody be the GOAT every 4 years now. They just crown a new GOAT, but Ledecky is on another level.
No, that's usually lazy and prisoner of the moment. As far as female swim is concerned, Ledecky is that, and that's a righteous title. But it's Phelps on the men's side. It's Phelps in the pool, period. And anybody that tries to attach GOAT to any other swimmer that's not Michael Phelps is just hyperbolic. So,
and we're not seeing any world records broken. I'm wondering, was everybody cheating before?
No. The world records have.
I know. Not falling like before. Now right. I know the swimsuits is a thing.
Yeah, right. So when the new technology came to the pool with the suits, a bunch of records fell, and now those things are not new anymore. So they're harder to break now than they used to be. But there's still a few.
I'm ready for track.
The reason it doesn't feel as much of whatever is literally because of no fans. Just like watching an NBA game with no fans doesn't feel as exciting. They
didn't do enough for it. They knew they weren't gonna have fans. I need video boards. At least the NBA had the boards up with or the paper mache fans. They could have put something in the stands. It's sad and depressing.
I mean, I get that,
and we're not dominating the medal count, so track is gonna have to bring it home for us.
And they will, and we always do. We will win the medal count. It won't really be that close. But yeah, I mean, I'd have to look it up. I don't think, as far as the pool is concerned, I don't think that our medal domination is that far off from what it's been in the past. It's just, again, you don't know the names, and so it's less star power for sure.
Okay, so maybe it just doesn't feel right. It feels like the Russia Olympic Committee, which seems like it's a scam.
Russian Olympic Committee is most definitely a scam. That is
how does the country get banned, but then you let in what they have 300, 400 people?
Hey, we are all awaiting the answer of, I mean, if you're gonna let that rock, then just call it Russia and let's go. I don't understand the point of that.
And when did Russia learn how to swim? Oh, Russia's doing damage in the pool now. I'm used to Australia, the United States, and China.
Yeah,
that's where I go for my swimming expertise. This Russia Olympic Committee, I don't trust it.
They're not to be trusted. I understand that. They have earned the right to be given the side eye. Absolutely.
Have you been able to see stuff? The NBC coverage is all over the place. It's hard to find anything.
Yeah, you gotta be a super nerd to know the time and dates. And if you want to see stuff live, obviously you got to get up really, really early in the morning
or stay up really, really late.
Right, depending on how you look at it. but the coverage is not awesome. I was hoping, given the fact that there are no fans, given the complications, I was hoping to see more, telling of the personal stories of the athletes. I was hoping to see more building of future stars and big names, but it's been pretty lazy thus far. I'll say that. Now, again, the athletics competition is the star of the show.
And the star of the show growing up for me was handball. It was all the sports where you'd be like, what the fuck is going on over here? Oh, they do this? And you find out like
handball. Now look, if you ain't been watching handball, you missing out. Handball.
I'm saying ping pong used to be a thing.
Still is.
I can't find it.
So you got it depends on your package, right? But
I got Xfinity. Well, they're owned by NBC.
You just gotta do some homework and figure out what's where.
Nah, bro. They be having you looking. They're like, go to this app on the TV. It takes like 5 minutes to open up, and then the stream looks like it's streaming from 1999.
Well, that sounds like Xfinity.
That's Xfinity, but they own it. Right. NBC owns them. They should have had this all taken care of. I need to find those sports that I didn't know were an Olympic sport and find out that they are. Like breakdancing's an Olympic sport now. I want to see what that's finna look like. Not because it's not. I'm not expecting it to be good. I'm expecting it to be so bad that I will enjoy it. I want to see who Italy's sending over.
I'll tell you what was bad. The skateboarding is bad.
That was bad. They tried to feature that like that was going to be a thing.
Well, that's an American thing, right? Like we love the X Games for the X Games. I don't know about all this.
Well, we got the 13-year-old and the 14-year-old winning. That was nice.
Yeah, proof positive that it's not a sport.
Children.
And then the 3-on-3 basketball was not awesome. It was better than I thought it was going to be, but it's not good.
Now, wait a damn minute.
It's not good.
Number one, how the fuck did we not qualify for this in the men's?
I mean, Ice Cube did a team, I guess. I'm
saying we got a whole league dedicated to 3-on-3, and we didn't send over ISO Joe.
Matt Barnes and the crew didn't want to get out there and do their thing, I guess.
I'm like, damn, there was qualifying for Hoop It Up. Like, I could have been out there. We ain't send over nobody. And now we getting our ass whooped in the 5, what do you call it? I guess you don't call it professional or what? Men's basketball?
Yeah.
I ain't calling them the dream team, the redeemed. No, they don't get a team name.
KD is struggling as KD does. When KD is the leader of a team, the team usually doesn't do very well. So hopefully they can get themselves together, because in that particular sport, if it ain't gold, it's a loss.
There's no way they're medaling. There's no way.
It's a problem. But even if they medal, silver or bronze is. So. Yeah. Hey, man,
there's no chance we're medaling.
Send some subtweets to KD. Maybe he'll get mad and play better. I don't know.
I'm not sending subtweets to KD. I don't feel like getting cussed out by burner accounts and shit. Hey. Apparently, the NBA draft is going on in the chat. What the fuck? Who is everybody talking about? Okay, first of all, we got Moses Moody, University of Arkansas, Golden State Warriors, second pick. These motherfuckers, I done lost track of the college students.
Look, I'm not really into the NFL draft. I damn sure don't pay attention to the NBA draft. Just let me know when they start playing next year, and I'll figure out.
Exactly. And then everybody went to, like, all the good players went to the G League now to get paid.
Yeah. I ain't mad at it.
Well, my Lakers lost their pick.
I could not be less interested in the NBA draft.
You're not interested in Russell Westbrook going to the Los Angeles Lakers?
I mean, it sounds good on, it sounds good on ESPN or something, but no, I don't really think that Russ, I don't think there's much there. I don't.
You're looking at it the wrong way. Brody is coming home, number one. Number two, he's better than Kyle Kuzma.
That he is, and I'm
That's all you can want in life, is anybody to be better than Kyle Kuzma.
I assure you, you know that. LeBron is not my favorite player, but I do like and root for LeBron. I am very happy to not have to watch LeBron James deal with Kyle Kuzma next season.
Kyle Kuzma. I thought you were going to cheer for Kyle Kuzma because he's light-skinned.
He deserves better than Kyle Kuzma. Russ is better. I just don't think Russ changes an equation for the Lakers.
He doesn't have to change it. The health changes the equation for the Lakers. Lakers were beat up last year, coming off the 17th championship, you know what I'm saying, in the bubble. Quick turnaround, having to play.
All true. The Lakers should trade Anthony Davis and to Portland and get Dame, and then you be in the because Anthony.
Well, I wanted Dame. Dame.
Anthony Davis is never going to be healthy, sir.
Yeah, I know. Trust me. Once you have the Lakers package, if you're a Lakers fan and you watch all the Lakers games, you have seen Anthony Davis fall down 5,642 times. I think at my last count, I have a tally.
A week at least.
A game, it's ridiculous, man.
Send him to Philly and get Embiid back or something. Like I don't what you got to do, but figure it out.
We ain't got to figure out much. I mean, we just won a championship. We were right there last year.
I understand, but Anthony Davis is your Achilles heel. Just wait on it. Unintentional.
Don't say that. Don't say that. See, don't put that on it. I'm gonna edit that shit out. It's just gonna be. We're gonna be talking about something else right now. Okay, so back to the NBC coverage of the Olympics.
Yes, sir.
How could it be better? Can we not have the same sports in prime time every night? Well, I want to see judo real quick.
They highlight the sports that are typically the most popular, and like I said, that's
3 sports. It's the Olympics,
right? The truth of the matter is, Taekwondo doesn't have much of an audience, so you're going to see the swimmers, you're going to see the gymnasts, and now you're going to see track and field, aka athletics. That's what you're going to.
Breakdancing ain't on BET. I swear.
I mean that's an idea.
This is how BET gets us back. Who did we send? I need to know who we sent over. Who's America's best, and where did we find them? Yeah,
probably the Asians. Probably.
You're saying we sent over the Jabberwockies?
I mean, probably, and that would be a good crew to send. Jabberwockies are dope. Like that's probably what happened.
This is not a sport.
I would bet money that team breakdancing for America is mostly of Asian American descent, and they would probably do very well.
Damn, there's a lot of people spinning on their heads right now, not even knowing they could have been in Tokyo. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's something. You got to get paid some way. So what else is going on with the Olympics? What's the main headline?
I mean, the main headline for the past 48, 72 hours is obviously Simone Biles and her situation.
My girl, Simone Biles. You know what I'm saying? We got to wrap our heads around Simone Biles and protect her from all these assholes. So
that's a good way to put it.
Where do you come down on the whole pulling out for your mental health, wellness, taking care of self?
I think people are getting too caught up in the buzzword of mental health. This is actually quite simple. This is not the NBA, the NFL, professional baseball, or tennis, or anything like that. These athletes, gymnasts, when they go up in the air, their life is literally at risk. And if you are getting lost in the air because your mental health is off, because you're not focused, because of whatever, you can't ask this woman to go up in the air and risk her literal life for our entertainment or for some medals that she's won 27 of, by the way. Simone Biles is the undisputed
goat of goats.
Like, the gap between how good Simone Biles is at gymnastics and pick your goat in another sport is ridiculous. Like, she is the best ever. You will never see another version of her. She literally is doing things that no other female has ever even attempted to do. And she's so good at it that they can't even score it appropriately, because if they did, she would just walk in the building, hand her gold medal, and leave. So if she says, it's unsafe for me to be up in the air, she gets that pass. And I don't care. Like, no one should be tolerating Simone Biles slander. It's absolutely insane, and it's just it's the height of ignorance. Like it's not even a team sport. So this whole idea, people out there, oh, she quit on her team. It's not a team sport.
They don't know each other.
In some cases, they literally just met each other at the
qualifying. Exactly.
Going over. Like this is not a team sport. It's an individual sport. And the women winning the silver medal without her is actually, for me, to this moment,
an accomplishment of the Olympics.
Yeah, the best moment thus far. Now, athletics will eclipse all of that. But
with the athletics, that might be the title of this show, athletics. Look, here's my thing with Simone Biles. All right, number one, GOAT of GOATs.
Easily.
Part of being the GOAT of GOATs is y'all can't tell me shit that I'm about myself. She's a 24-year-old woman.
Yes.
The problem with the gymnastics before that is they were taking children and forcing them to do stuff. Yeah. Not only athletically, but in some cases, sexually. She is a survivor of being.
Yes. She's a sexual assault survivor.
Exactly.
And won multiple medals while competing unhealthy.
Like, on top of that,
with broken toes and all these other things. Like
maybe that has something to do with her mental well-being. Again, she's 24 years old. She's the GOAT of GOATs. She is able to say, "Y'all, I'm not doing this." And
I said this on my own podcast the other day. The only thing that should be said about Simone Biles when you learn that she pulled out is thank you for gracing us with your presence in Tokyo, because she didn't have to be there at all.
She was the story of Tokyo.
Yes, and
so again, here's the thing. I was watching the performance. Okay, of course I got all the alerts that morning. Like I was waiting to see it. Gymnastics is one of my favorite Olympic events to watch. I was ready to see the GOAT of GOATs do her thing.
Yeah.
Then I started getting all the alerts because I'm trying to block it out. I want to wait till I can see it.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, something happened because my phone is going crazy. I check it out. I see what's going on. And then I'm like, oh God, here they come. I already knew it.
Well, if I was watching the preliminaries, the qualifiers live.
Yes, I saw that live. I was up for that.
And I mean, this woman literally flew all the way off of the mat, like off of the big square, off the podium. Like she flew off of that. That's not okay.
Here's the thing. During that qualifying event, every time she did anything, the announcers would say, "I've never seen Simone Biles do that."
That's right.
So you clearly knew something was wrong. So fast forward to me watching the actual telecast, and I'm like, and they're talking about her, like all the pressure and it's all on her shoulders and whatnot. And you could just see on her face that she was not right. She was not there in the moment.
Bro, she did a vault in the qualifying where she hit the vault moving to the side.
Yes.
Almost left the platform. Like, again, like people don't really understand this. Like, this is dangerous. And so, no, like I would much rather watch Simone Biles say, "Hey, you know what? I'm 24 and I have a lot of life left to live, and I'm not fitting to, go out on a stretcher or in a box for y'all. I'm good."
She didn't even owe us the explanation of my mental health.
Absolutely.
Like, I'm not doing this.
An explanation. She owes everybody an explanation.
You take account the landscape. Okay, you're in Tokyo. You don't have your support system, your normal support system, everything that's normal to you in a sport, which requires immense focus and everything. If she's having a bad day, she has no one to talk to but her coaches and her teammates who are 5 years her junior. What is a 24-year-old going to talk about? That's actually
the biggest off the gymnastics floor point, right? Because if you're a fan of Simone Biles, if you follow Simone Biles, you know that her family structure and her actual support system are an enormous part of her career. And they're literally not allowed to be there. And so some people, ignorant, like, oh, but she has her coaches and her teammates and USA. You mean all the people tied to USA Gymnastics. All the people
that turned a blind eye to the sexual assault that was taking place.
Like, right, those people, she doesn't rock with those people. She's literally there to stand against those people. So look, it doesn't matter. Like, these Olympics, for all kind of reasons, are the most stressful environment that sports has ever seen. And again, were the NBA players stressed in the bubble? Yes. But it's way harder to do gymnastics at an international level than it is to play NBA basketball. It's way harder to get a gold medal in track and field than it is to win a Super Bowl in the NFL. Like, these are individuals training for years and years and years to do something for 10 seconds.
For a week. Yeah, for a week. This is the week of my life.
The swimmers are winning and losing medals literally by a fingernail. Like, the people that talk about these athletes in any kind of way that's negative, like, you literally don't understand what this stuff is like, and you could never do it. So my thing is, like, go to the corner and shut the hell up.
Well, I just don't understand how someone who Simone Biles will be better at what she does than you will ever be at anything you think about doing. Like, your wildest dreams of what you wanted to be in life, you will not be better than Simone Biles is of what she does. My thing is, where does this stop? Okay, so we have Naomi Osaka, another one who was like, you know what, y'all can kiss my ass too. I'm number one. I'm not dealing with this right now, and it's my choice not to deal with this.
Right, and so a lot of people are drawing parallels with Naomi Osaka, right? Because the narrative that both women put out was mental health, and that's cool. That obviously makes sense. But again, Naomi Osaka represents the Japanese people. She lit the torch, and so she said, "I don't want to play Wimbledon. I don't want to play the French Open." Oh, but she had to step out there and do the Olympics because it's Japan, and it was too much for her. She couldn't deal with it, and that's okay. She didn't play very well, but here's the thing. Her life's not at risk playing tennis. So Naomi Osaka, cool. The risk to Simone Biles is 20-fold what it is to Naomi Osaka.
And the people who are mad, I can't see you being mad, more upset at Simone Biles than her teammates were when she came and explained to them. They totally understood it and stepped up to the plate. It gave a lot of them opportunities. And while we're at it, let me just say congratulations to Suni Lee, who I was rooting for in the Olympics. She went out and did her thing. And who was her biggest cheerleader when she won the gold medal?
Absolutely.
Simone Biles.
Go. and that's what I'm saying. Like,
none of this makes sense. The slander and the backlash. It only makes sense if you're thinking about why it would make sense. It's definitely not coming from a good place.
So this is the analogy that we drew the other day, because everybody knows who Usain Bolt is. What those other women did is the equivalent of Usain Bolt walking out to the track for the 4x1 relay. And a minute before they shoot the gun, he says, hey, listen, I can't do this. Somebody else come on out here. And they still medal. Like, that's how much pressure those girls was under. One of them wasn't even supposed to do two of the events. Like, she wasn't even supposed to perform.
That's our new girl. I'm telling you, man, we during this whole situation, you could see the relief on Simone Biles' face once she realized she was done. I'm done. I'm out of Jeopardy. I'm out of putting the team at risk, which is actually putting the team first, saying I can only cause you guys pain by continuing to go out and doing what I'm doing.
That's right. If she would have went out there and broke her leg or broke her neck and got carried
or just had bad scores.
I'm just saying, like if she goes out there on all those things and just has bad scores, that's going to screw with the team's thing. But if she goes out on a stretcher, it's over, right? So she did the absolute best thing she could in the moment, and everybody should applaud her for it.
Applaud her for her and take care of her for her when she gets home, because her mental strength by saying I'm going to put my health first caused her more than just social media text and all kinds of shit on there. That cost her a lot of money.
Hey. If you're not an athlete and you want a proper athlete's perspective on that situation, Miss Tiana Bartoletta has written an amazing blog on that subject. Go find it. TianaB.com.
Yeah, I'm like, plug the site. So all I can say is bravo to Simone Biles for what you've done and what you have yet to do, and even raising awareness about mental health. We all need it, because tell me what you would have done if that was your family member. You would have said, man, fuck them games. Take care of yourself. Everybody would have done it. Fuck them games. At the end of the day, it's a game. You have nothing to prove.
Her especially. Nothing.
Exactly. Shout out to the wise soul for checking in. What's up? What up? What up? Everybody in the chat, Dave Dilla, Sergeant Air Show, all the regular cast of characters. Is the draft still going on? Hey, chat, what do y'all think about my Lakers? The new Lake Show.
You asking me?
I already know what you think. Nothing but good thoughts about the Lake Show. They're the favorite, right?
LeBron's always the favorite.
Still.
Health
is the favorite now. As long as we can stay healthy. Take it one game at a time.
There's no evidence to suggest if that man is not healthy. If that man is healthy, there's no evidence to suggest he's still not the best player on the planet. So it ain't KD, and Giannis still can't shoot. So
one more thing about this Simone Biles shit. This shit pissed me off. I'm telling you, I wanted to do a show last night because I was just frustrated by what was going on, and I saw it coming. The whole thing about her taking Ritalin for her ADHD and her not being able to take it in Tokyo because of rules in Tokyo.
Yeah.
If that doesn't affect her mental health, then what will? If you're used to taking medication, especially Ritalin or
again,
and then having to stop taking it cold turkey, like you can't take that anymore. Go focus. go focus. I know you.
I actually hadn't even heard that story, but if that is a thing, again, it's ridiculous that she was even out there attempting to flip 3 times in the air upside down on her head. Like that's nuts.
Was a thing in Russia or in Rio 2016. Russian hackers hacked into it and found out that she was found out what medications Olympic athletes were taking, and Ritalin was on hers, and she had to come out and say she's been taking it since she was a child. She doesn't believe in performance enhancing drugs and whatnot, and her not being able to take that now due to some laws in Japan.
Madness. All madness.
She's American, y'all. Aren't we supposed to root for America?
Well, now you're into a whole nother bag, so you can go down.
Okay, where are you finding yourself with the rooting for USA? Because it's the Olympics. Every Olympics, I'm Team USA. Come on, let's whoop some ass. But this year, it's like once you see like the people with the American flags tattooed on them, you're like, I wonder what side they sit on when the shit hits the fan over here. Like, who am I really rooting for?
I mean, listen. We all know we have a crazy political dynamic in this country, and right now, some Americans root for Americans straight across the board, and some Americans will only root for a certain population of the Americans, and it just is what it is. For example, like if you like the Twitter sphere and all of that, our best pole vaulter, Sam Kendricks, aka Captain America, used to be in the Army. Like Sam Kendricks is, he's literally Marvel's Captain America in the pole vault, right? I mean, this is a dude who in 2016 in Rio is coming down the pole vault runway, stopped mid-attempt because the national anthem was playing somewhere else in the stadium, stopped his attempt to salute the flag, right? So he just tested positive for COVID and is now out of the Olympics.
He's out of the Olympics.
He's out. He's done.
So he was already in Tokyo. How come we're not hearing about the people that are testing positive? We're not getting those updates.
Yeah, no, I mean, insider stuff. So it was out today. So he tests positive, he's out. And the Twitter narrative is pure defense, right? Pure defense, like, oh, and ignorant defense in a lot of cases, like, he's a real American. You shouldn't even be testing healthy athletes for COVID, like all just ridiculous stuff, but all in support of Sam Kendricks, right? Now, Sam Kendricks went out there unvaccinated. So, you know, he took the risk.
Okay, was he loud about it? Was he super like
No, he wasn't. He's a very respectful dude, great guy. But
he made a choice.
Right, he made a choice, didn't work in his favor, and he's out of the Olympics. But I've literally seen in Twitter Simone Biles isn't a real American. She quit on her team. So it's like, you know, not everybody is pro-America. It depends on which America you're talking about and who you're really rooting for. Now, for me personally, I'm an American, born and raised, rooting for my squad. But if you ask me which I would rather see, would I rather see men's USA basketball win the gold or not? I'd rather see them lose. It's better for my entertainment if they lose.
It's better. It might be better for America if they lose because nobody cares if they win. Nobody gives a damn if they win.
They don't seem to care right now.
Right. They only care if they lose. People only pay attention when they lose. Like I don't even know the last game I saw on the NBC Sports app. Like it wasn't even on TV. Right. Like I had to hunt to see it.
I mean, so I don't really need to see them play Iran, right? I watched them lose to France.
Though. I need to see what the score is around halftime. I need to see if like it's close. No lead is safe. We don't play defense. So when they lose, because they're not gonna get the medal, how does KD live this one down? This is his team.
Oh no, he'll blame it on Draymond or something. Like
now you're gonna blame it on Popovich.
Sure. And you know what? People will give KD a pass because he always.
Well, Popovich record in the international play is terrible.
It's not great.
So we need to rethink things. Send our best, maybe. What's Steph Curry doing? Why he won't fuck with it?
Steph's been there, done that.
He's never done it.
Steph ain't interested.
He's never done it.
Steph ain't interested. Steph didn't want to go to Tokyo, COVID, all that.
I don't blame anybody for not going to this one.
He's good. I'd like to see Steph on the team, but Steph ain't worried about it. Like it's like the dunk contest, right? It's like Steph.
No, we cannot treat this. No, we're not going to treat the Olympics like the dunk contest. No. I'm not letting you do it. Fuck that. We are not NBA All-Star Saturday night. God damn it.
Hey, I'm just saying that might really be his attitude about it. Like, might be a little too seasoned at this point. He's like, I don't need to do all that.
I'm rooting for America, but if I see the wrong tattoo, I switch up real quick.
See, there you go.
Real quick. But shit, that's the Olympics. Okay, what else is going on in the world? We got R. Kelly news. I know you're a big R. Kelly fan.
Yeah, right. Is he dead yet?
He's not dead, and he's still in jail. But I mean, now that Bill Cosby got out, anything's possible.
This is true.
We don't know what kind of deal he cut, but apparently he is in more trouble now. Or
can you be in more trouble?
Exactly. Well, that's how I'm trying to phrase it right. Things have gotten worse for R. Kelly.
I mean, tell me what happened.
Apparently, he's also been being investigated, or the prosecution is looking to bring charges that he molested a 17-year-old boy.
Oh.
Now, why this is worse, or like why they're making this a bigger deal because it was a boy versus him sexually assaulting or keeping hostages of 14-year-old girls at some point in time.
Right. So, I'm not been, I don't care what his proclivities are. They're all sick. As far as I'm concerned, we could just get on with the capital punishment of R. Kelly and call it a day.
Now, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Be better off.
Day Dilla is calling these all lies.
Yeah, Day Dilla has lost his mind.
Lies and all lies. Wait. All lies what are we calling lies? I don't know about the 17-year-old boy, but I damn sure know R. Kelly had 14-year-old girls locked in rooms in his house.
I mean, we watched it on tape in high school.
I ain't watched shit. Okay, first of all, let me say that on okay, you saw that. Yeah. Me, have never seen the video. I didn't need to.
Look,
I yeah. And what's statute of limitations on that?
I don't
when that happened 2003. That was like the same year the Winter Olympics were going on, and he was singing "I Believe I Can Fly" at the Winter Olympics. So I'm gonna say that was like 2002.
That's about right. So, like I said,
hold on.
As far as I'm concerned, get on with the capital punishment of R. Kelly, and we will all be better off for it.
The chat is going crazy for R. Kelly right now.
This is what our community does. We defend the wrong people all the time.
Well, you've seen, I'm sure you've seen all the memes with Simone Biles, Naomi Osaka, and Sha'Carri Richardson.
Yeah,
I'm like, these are not the same. These are not the same.
So again, another example of defending the wrong people. Our community.
I don't even know if it's that. I think it's just somebody makes a meme and people just grab it and repost things. I don't even think people even give thought to the things they are posting. Like, these are not the same things. Sha'Carri Richardson sabotaged her own Olympic dreams.
Yes, she did.
Knowingly.
Yes, she did.
The most tested sport in the world. She thought she was going to get away with smoking weed.
Yep.
She didn't even try to fake it. She didn't try the Wizardator or nothing.
Look. As an insider to this world, the defense of Sha'Carri Richardson is laughable, to be honest with you.
I can't believe it.
It's really not that complicated. And let's be clear about this. It has nothing to do with racism. It has nothing to do with the racism of marijuana laws, which, yes, in real people world, there's a lot to complain and a lot to yell and scream about. If you're on the legalization of marijuana side of things, which I am, and I don't even use it, all that's cool. None of that has anything to do with Sha'Carri Richardson and her situation. So again, there's a lot of ignorance around that topic, and there's a lot of people that just need to go in the corner and shut up. Like Puffy doesn't need to be out here tweeting when he has no clue.
I'm 1,000% sure he didn't even watch the Olympic trials.
Of course,
that's what I'm saying. People just see the shit online and automatically they're like, "Oh, she kind of looks like my cousin. We stand with her." And I'm like, first of all, the pose she was making was not because she thought she could smoke weed and get away with it. Like, y'all are conflating different things. It's not that serious. She knew what she was doing when she did what she did, and she's accepted the responsibility for it. How come nobody else can?
Because Black Twitter wants to ride for Sha'Carri.
Speaking of Black Twitter.
And I get that at some level, but you know, you at least got to be a little bit educated on what you're defending. Just
I thought we learned with OJ. We can't defend everybody. OJ was a need to defend until he wasn't. He didn't even say thank you.
Now, your boy Day Dilla really wants to get back into this.
All right, so Day Dilla back on the R. Kelly. We ride or die for this is Day Dilla speaking. Let me get that straight.
Let's be clear about this.
Yes, we ride or die for anybody from the Shy and about our community and the wing people. Can you dive I don't know, a little deeper into that?
You dive a little deeper into that. So
which one?
No, I'm saying Day Dilla. So because R. Kelly is just so happens to be from Chicago, he can do anything.
Well, how come everybody from Chicago didn't keep R. Kelly from going to McDonald's? That's all I want to know, because apparently everybody knew he was catching chicks at McDonald's.
Why didn't the community of Chicago stop R. Kelly from parking at the local high schools and junior highs shopping for little kids? Like, I don't understand.
Look, R. Kelly is indefensible. The act.
You would think so, but apparently not.
Now, if you can separate the music from the act, people do it all the time. Well, certain songs. Certain songs.
How can you?
Certain songs.
I assure you, if you played.
Well, there's a lot of problematic artists, and you can usually take away from whatever they was doing to what they've done. Like, it's the Bill Cosby argument. I mean, the Cosby Show is still great. If you want to hate on Bill Cosby, hate on him for everything that came after the Cosby Show.
You know what?
That was all trash.
You know what? Yes, it was. But you know what? Somebody made that argument to me the other day, and the artistry of it. Let me say that here's the difference artistically between the Cosby and R. Kelly issue. Heathcliff Huxtable is not a real person.
He's not a real person, but neither is the Pied Piper.
Apparently, yes, it is. So R. Kelly's art is his music, and in his art, if you go listen to it, if you can say, I still rock with R. Kelly's music, really? If you know what R. Kelly is and what he's done, and you put on Your Body's Calling, and you still like that song, there's something wrong in your head.
Well, maybe there's probably a lot of hidden meanings to a lot of his songs.
Right, but
I don't think I Believe I Can Fly was talking about doing anything wrong. It's just
every other song before and after it. But now, so you're a comedian, right? If I can watch the Cosby Show, I don't. You know, I've debunked that in my head, but I can watch the Cosby Show. I'm watching a character, which is Heathcliff Huxtable. Now, when I watch Bill Cosby stand up, when he's talking about Spanish Fly and owning the stuff that he was doing, yeah, that stuff's not funny. Not anymore. Not when I know the man.
We don't know the man. Allegedly, I don't know. If the case is thrown out, do you have to say allegedly if he was found guilty for
it? The case wasn't thrown out. The conviction was thrown out because of a procedural issue.
Yeah, so if the conviction was thrown out, then the case didn't happen because the case was never supposed to happen.
Okay, so then by that logic, Trayvon Martin wasn't murdered.
No, that was
George Zimmerman was found not guilty. So he
was found not guilty, but we know what the evidence was.
Thank you, sir. So
the case happened. That was just by bad prosecution and a bad jury.
Well, there you go. This was a bad prosecution of Bill Cosby. What's the difference?
Well, no, the prosecution was never to have happened because the deal was made before the case was ever brought to.
You're dodging the issue and doing it badly.
No, you just have to say you never heard the stuff.
No, I don't have to say nothing. I have to say exactly what I know. Bill Cosby.
Look, goddamn it, the Cosby Show is great. I don't fuck with Bill after that.
And the Cosby Show was a great show. But Bill
I didn't fuck with Bill before that, and I ain't even a Fat Albert person. So I ain't fuck with Bill before the Cosby Show or after. Therefore, it lands in a nice bubble. There's one problematic episode when he makes the barbecue sauce and he says everybody gets horny if they eat his barbecue sauce, and he was giving it to his kids and shit and his wife.
Yeah,
that's a problematic episode.
Yes, it is. And I'm sorry, Day Dilla asked us a very direct question that we have ignored. Who are you supposed to be defending? This is simple, sir. You defend Simone Biles. You don't defend R. Kelly.
You defend the truth, goddammit. And sometimes.
Defend the truth. Yeah.
R. Kelly ain't fucking with us. R. Kelly, you cannot protect the pedophiles. I'm sorry. We have to draw a goddamn line on this. We ride together shit. We cannot protect the pedophiles.
Listen, I'm not defending anything just because I'm from the Bay, right? I'm not defending anything because it's from the Bay. I'm black. I'm not defending all things black. Some things aren't defensible, and we should know better.
We got to be able to draw the line with R. Kelly. There's a couple lines to be drawn, and he's one of them. I'm trying to think of who we can defend right now. I don't think anybody else is in trouble right now. No, we're good. I think we're good. I think right now it's like
defend LeBron. LeBron,
that's my guy. Everybody knows that.
That he shouldn't take. Defend LeBron.
He's taking shots for that terrible movie Space Jam.
I mean, Space Jam isn't any more terrible than the original Space Jam was. It's just
But Michael Jordan was in that.
You're just old. You're just old now.
Oh no, a lot of those movies are trash, and Space Jam was one of them. But it's LeBron's acting. As long as he's not out there trying to act like he's going to be the next actor, and I got to see LeBron in a whole bunch of shit, and this was a one-off, I'm good with it.
Hey,
do it for your kids.
Every movie that LeBron has been in, he's only played himself. I don't think he actually wants to act.
Well, this movie he played himself and he was terrible. If you've seen the movie, LeBron acts like a completely different person. First of all, he's an asshole in the movie, which is the furthest thing from LeBron with his children.
Right, but that's the narrative of the story, right? Like, it's a kid's movie. Who cares? Listen, I tried to watch it. I tried to watch it 3 times. I fell asleep 3 times. And I got to tell you, I've never seen the original Space Jam because I fell asleep every time I tried to watch that one too. And Michael Jordan, bad actor.
I will base it off of my son watching it. If he likes it, then it was a good movie. Not for me, but for what it was intended for. They got the job done.
The youngin is 7. He didn't like it?
He hasn't watched it yet.
Okay, well, you get back.
He's old now. He watches old shit. Like he's into like all the 80s and early 90s movies. He just watched The Sandlot.
As he should.
He was watching Mighty Ducks last night. He's into old shit.
There you go.
Old shit and anime. He's like an old man. He's different. Sergeant Airshow, who's the biggest LeBron apologist for the movie Space Jam, said it's a kid's movie, which it is.
I mean, it is.
But Sergeant Airshow, you went to the movies to watch it. you bought popcorn, so like, you're invested. I watched that shit on HBO Max. What else is going on, chat? Anything y'all want to talk about before we get out of here? Somebody said The Chi. Do you watch The Chi?
I've seen bits and pieces of The Chi. I'm not caught up to speak about it intelligently. I have been watching Power. The new Power is cool.
I haven't watched it yet because I hated the last one, the one with Tyreek.
Baby, Tyreek's was good, man.
The show was good. I hate Tyreek with a passion, though. Like it's personal. Slap shit out of kid.
Baby 50 is doing a decent job.
Did they get the 80s right? Because it takes place in the 80s, right, or the early 90s?
Yeah, 80s.
Did they get it right, or?
Yeah, no, it seems about right. Seems about right.
All right, what other shows are you watching? You know, you be all over the place.
Listen. Power will never be The Wire, and that's all there is to it.
Power is not close to The Wire, and Power is not in The Wire's competition. Everybody tries to say Snowfall is as good as The Wire, which I retorted that it can't be as good as The Wire because the whole premise of the show is ridiculous when you consider that Franklin went to Oakland, met a crackhead outside, while going to see the old Black Panthers place that his pops used to be at. The crackhead showed him crack, showed him where he got the crack, and then the drug dealer showed him how to make it, all in Oakland. And that's the point. That's how the show is a show, and based on that, it's not even close to The Wire. Not even close.
No, not at all.
Hey, and who said The Chi is good? Sergeant Airshow? No, The Chi is not good. It's not terrible, but it's not good. Then people. It could, I can't even say it could be good. It's okay. It's a Showtime show. I fucks with it. One of the little girl gets on my nerves. One with big afro and the part down the side. Can't stand her. She ain't shit.
Sergeant Airshow said, it's like they're trying to intertwine Get Rich or Die Trying into this power. I think that's exactly what 50 is ultimately going to do. At some point, his character is going to get shot like 4 or 5 times and survive. I guarantee you that's going to happen at some point in the new Power.
I will watch it. If you had me when you said no Tyreek. Once I found out we passed Tyreek and we don't have to worry about that for a while, I'll watch it.
Hey, I'm just waiting on Tommy. All I want is the Tommy episode.
The Tommy show.
I want
Tommy in L.A. Where's he at? He's supposed to be somewhere on the West Coast.
I'm here for Power Book Tommy. That's all I want to see.
All right, what are you watching now? because we just got done with Loki. I don't know if you fuck with Loki.
I'm behind on the Marvel, but I will say that Black Widow was amazing. Well worth the wait.
Let's calm down with the amazing.
I have to go back and rejig my list, but Black Widow's like top 10 for sure. Might be top 5.
Nah, I don't know about top 5. What really messes it up is when it was made. It was a good movie. If it was placed where it should have been placed,
like if
then you got a great movie.
Time, you mean?
Yeah, if it would have came out on time, if they didn't just react to Wonder Woman.
Right.
Because they said the reason that show or that movie never came out was because found out through leaked emails, they said they can't sell a female superhero movie on their own until Wonder Woman did it. And then we got Black Widow.
They were wrong, and Wonder Woman was trash. So
wait, the first one?
All the Wonder Woman.
Nah. The first one was decent.
1984.
1984 was the worst movie I've ever seen. That shit was horrible. Dumpster fire.
What am I watching? Honestly, I have most recently been turned on to a show that is already over, but that's the beauty of Peacock and Hulu and all that. Suits. Suits is amazing. Suits is a great show.
You watching USA shows?
Bro, I understand what you're saying. But Suits is fantastic.
What you gonna watch next? Silk Stockings?
Hey, Silk Stockings. I remember Silk Stockings. But I'll tell you, you know what's awful? What's just absolutely
Wait,
awful?
isn't Meghan Markle on Suits?
Bro, listen. I'm gonna tell you like this. You watch the first 3 episodes of Suits and you get back to me. You will be hooked. Now, you know what you should never watch, but I'm gonna tell you to go look at it anyway, so you could suffer like I suffered. Tyler Perry's The Oval.
No, I've never seen any Tyler. Nope, stop it. No, I've never seen any Tyler Perry anything.
Listen, it's awful. It's on.
Oh, that's the show with the dude that slapped the dude and he did like a pirouette and fell down.
I don't know. I saw 1 episode. That was enough. It's literally awful.
I seen the online shit about it. I think some dude slapped another dude and he like did a pirouette and fainted. Oh, and something came out with I think a woman dumped her man because he liked getting his butt tickled and something else, some shit that they were like Tyler Perry has to fire all the writers.
The Oval is about the president.
Oh, the Oval. Okay, I thought you were talking. Okay, it's some other show then.
No, bro, the writing is bad. The acting is worse. The storylines are ridiculous. It's like the worst soap opera you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah, I don't fuck with any presidential shows since what's his name? What was the Olivia Pope show?
Scandal.
Scandal. Since Scandal got bad. Nah, I ain't even seen the last season of Scandal because it got so damn bad. First 2 seasons was great. I
never finished this, so I don't know. But
nah, it got terrible. But I don't fuck with no presidential shows since Olivia Pope walked out of my life. Until she comes back home, we ain't watching The Office, nothing. This motherfucker, I said, what shows are you watching? He said, Suits.
Okay.
And it's Tyler Perry. Do you got a good show for me? I need a good show.
Suits is great. I'll bet you $20 you like Suits.
There's not a chance in hell I'm liking a USA show. I'm trying to think of the last one.
Listen, the writing is good. The acting is good. I'm telling you. Suits. Go watch the first 3 episodes.
That is Meghan Markle, right?
Yeah, she's
and 2 white guys.
The 2 white guys are the primary.
They're the Suits, right?
They're the primary character.
Is there any black people in there?
Yes.
And don't say Meghan Markle.
Yes.
All right. All right. You don't watch Dave?
No, I don't know.
You got to watch Dave, man. Little Dicky. If you want to watch a show with a white person, watch Dave.
I'll watch 3 episodes of Dave. You watch 3 episodes of Suits.
You watch 3 episodes of Dave. I'll watch 2 episodes of Suits. How long is Suits? An hour?
No, not even. Like 40 minutes.
30 minutes. It's a 30-minute show, so it's about 23 minutes online?
It's about 44 per episode.
Shit. USA. I'm trying to think. That's worse than TNT shows.
It's not. But listen, I understand. I was skeptical, but it's really good. It's really good.
God. All right. What you should do is go back and watch old shows.
I mean, I do that often. I watch The Wire.
I'm talking about like real old shows.
I watched The Wire this summer. I rewatched Sex and the City this summer. I do my thing.
I watch The Wire all the time. I rerun that every couple years. Sex and the City, nah. That was one and done for me. You tried to get me into it. I couldn't do it. The women ain't none of them women had any flavor.
Hey, whatever.
No flavor.
Great,
no
right?
Flavor. No seasoning.
I went back and watched Friends earlier in the summer.
I've never seen Friends. You're scaring me now.
You gotta get on.
You're scaring me.
That's classic.
Give me a good show.
Hey, if you got Peacock, you can watch all the X-Def comedy jams. They got the whole catalog.
Yeah, I got Peacock. I don't need to watch none of that shit. Look, you got to watch Different Strokes.
I like Different
Strokes. It's so racist.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because I be trying to get my kid. I told you, my kid's like the old show. So I'm like, here, check this out. They check out Fresh Prince. And I'd be like, here, check this out. Cosby Show, Family Matters, everything. I was like, here, check this out.
If you want to get new school kids to watch amazing old shows, Different Strokes is a good idea. The best idea, though?
It's very problematic.
No, the best idea, the show that would never get piloted or made in today's culture, Married with Children. Married with Children is like all
I'm gonna have to go back. Because I really fucked with Married with Children while it was out, but I've never gone back as an adult and watched it, which is the joy of like watching all these old movies and shit. Because you be like, all the shit that you never got because you were a kid that went over your head. Now you catching on it, and it's all racist or sexist or whatever. So you gotta.
Al Bundy is still amazing. Amazing.
The 80s and 90s is where cancel culture does not exist, and if you want to have a good time, check it out.
But don't go back and listen to R. Kelly. Don't do that.
Now wait a minute.
Mess with your psyche. Don't do it.
Are you watching the next Versus?
Dude, I told you I don't rock with Versus. Versus is stupid to me. I don't understand Versus. It's dumb. There's old people lip singing their own songs. There's no
they be really rapping or singing until they get out of breath.
There's no verses. I want verses to become like, I want to see Eminem versus Jay-Z versus. I want to see battle rap. Like get them.
You ain't bringing Jay-Z's old ass ain't coming out to battle rap. Be like, what the fuck I'm doing?
I mean, they both old. They basically the same age.
And I don't got time for that shit. So they older than me.
I would pay to watch Jay-Z and Eminem battle rap.
Jay-Z's a billionaire. He don't even hang out with people like that no more. Like all his friends look different. Like Jay-Z, we couldn't fit in nowhere he go. No, Jay-Z done. He's Sean Carter.
Whatever. I you know what I don't want to see? DMX and Snoop out of breath, falling all over each other. Like,
listen, it wasn't Snoop falling out all over each other. Snoop still go. Snoop ready to go at a moment's notice. All the weed smoke in the world, and that man's lungs is great.
Purely out of Bay Area love, I literally watched E40 and Too Short,
and it was great until the drunkenness.
But it wasn't versus. I don't get it. I'd rather watch The Voice than watch Versus. I'd rather watch The Voice.
You just watch The Voice.
Sure.
You watch singing competitions.
In the beginning, yeah, I get bored by the end.
There's no music that I would ever listen to on the singing competition. That's the problem. That's where they lose me. Like I would never buy anybody's CD or whatever
I get
their music.
I get that.
I need to feel the music.
The only problem with The Voice is that they never have had a Simon element, right? Like I want to see the bad auditions and see people get cussed out for them. That's what I want to see.
It's too many people clapping for average singers. At that, I need greatness. So your recommendations for this podcast on this show. Watch Suits and The Voice.
No, I ain't say that. I said I ain't say that. Everybody watch The Voice. The New Power is good. It is very good.
The New Power. Okay, I'll check out The New Power. You gonna watch Lil Dicky or Dave?
Got it.
Dave show. I think that's all that's on that's good right now. I can't even think of anything else that's worth watching.
Well, the only thing truly worth watching is where we started, the Olympics.
Well, yeah, that's consuming most of my time. That's probably why there isn't anything to watch.
The 400 hurdles are going off right now. Right now.
The 400 hurdles. We should do well in the athletics, right?
We will do very well.
Except for the female 100.
Yeah, no.
We ain't got a chance in hell, right?
And listen, we didn't have a chance with Sha'Carri out.
Right. I was, yeah.
See, people ain't ready to hear that.
If you want to win the 100 and you're a female, you got to have like 5 names. You got to have a first name, 3 middle names, and a hyphenated last name. And that is the key to winning. Because who's the favorite?
The favorite is
Shelly-Ann
Fraser
Price. And then who's like next? Somebody else from Jamaica?
Elaine Thompson, who is now Elaine Thompson Hurrah. She got married.
There you go. See, I'm telling you, man, you got to have hyphenated names. It's key in track and field for some reason. It don't work anywhere else. Track and field, though. Wide receivers tried to make it a thing. Remember when wide receivers was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hyphenate my name, and then that was like a trend, and then the trend became putting senior on your last name, and then that became a thing, and now it's change your jersey number. So I don't even know who's gonna be who. Speaking of football, are you ready for fantasy football?
I mean, I'm always ready for fantasy football. Are you ready for another season of the Cowboys being trash?
Look, let's talk about fantasy football first, because when I talk about fantasy football, it's the champ speaking about fantasy football.
You won last year, and congrats to you. No, I aided. I was a part of that victory. You know what I mean?
I don't know about that. I wouldn't say anything like that unless I beat you. Nah.
What you mean?
I did beat.
I made some GM moves that knocked out some of your stronger competition.
Oh, so you won games, therefore helping me.
Mm-hmm. And
if you saw how I ran through the playoffs, like nobody was beating me. I mean, you couldn't. I was doing more than surviving and advancing. I'll say that.
Touche. But Tiana had the best team. They had one slow moment, and it cost her the title. So
slow moment. She went up against me. That was a slow moment.
No, the whole team played bad at the same time. Like, you know,
but my team played great through the playoff. I wasn't getting beat by nobody. My playoff run was spiritual.
I hear you.
It was spiritual. So yeah. So we doing it again, probably back to back.
Well, since we're doing recommendations, and since you brought it up, you want something to do, go get this book and read it. It will be the best thing you've read in a long time.
Yeah, get the book and read it. I keep it very handy at all times in the studio, in the art gallery. Always, we're surviving and advancing over this way. I need a hardcover though.
The hardcovers aren't out yet, but
I know. I need. Yeah. That's just me saying I need the hard. I'm putting it into the universe, and maybe a hardcover will come back. This version is great. It's autographed and everything.
That's right.
Not personalized.
Have you finished it?
I've started it.
Okay. What page are you on?
I don't know what exact page I'm on, man. You don't want me to tell what I'm reading about, though.
No.
I can't spoil it.
I want to know what page you're on, so I know how close you are to the emotional roller coasters that the book's gonna put you through.
I'm not. Look, I'll tell you what.
Okay, tell me this: are you first 100 pages, second 100 pages, or last 100?
Second 100 pages? I'm not to the what is it? Ronald Isley part.
Okay. Yeah. You're about to get on.
If you read the book, you will that reference you will understand once you get to it. You'll be like, oh, okay, I see what he did there. Ron Isley. Yeah, smart. You always think
it's amazing. It's extremely compelling, and like I said, I mean, people have sent feedback that said I had to put it down because I couldn't deal with it. Like it's
very emotional.
Yes, it's
especially knowing the players. Like usually you read these kinds of books and you be like, oh, but actually knowing the person, it makes it's different. Absolutely. It's like a look into somebody's mind, and that's just weird. Like You shouldn't have access to everybody's thoughts and what they've done and where they've been. Like if I wrote a book,
Mighty Lion is
it'd be a lot of shit that I'd be like, you didn't get to that page, did you? Oh no, you didn't get to it. Just go ahead and rip that page out and throw it away. You don't even need that page. Just go on, move on.
No, if the AeroGant memoir comes out, Mighty Lion got to be in there.
There's reasons why I've never ran for public office. Like I have a security clearance. What I wouldn't pass is the vetting. The vetting.
if you decide to change that up, hire your boy. I'm the fixer.
You're the fixer.
Oh, I'm the fixer. You know that.
You're Olivia Pope.
I am Olivia Pope. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. All right, Olivia. Everybody, make sure you go out, get Survive in Advance. You can find that online. I think at Barnes and Nobles too, right?
Some very few Barnes and Nobles throughout the country have it at this point. You can get it on Amazon. That's the fastest way to get it. You can get it on her website, tianab.com. B as in B-E-E.
What's better for her? Are we giving Jeff Bezos money, or would it be better directed?
If you want an autographed copy, you can get it straight from her website for a little bit more money. And that's Tiana, first name B-E-E.com. You can get it straight from her with the autograph, or you can get it straight on Amazon. It's good either way.
Now, there's rumors of her appearing on the show at some point in time.
I mean, in my
rumors,
you got to do that, right? Like that's got to happen.
I mean, all this free publicity.
I assure you, I can make that happen for you.
There you go. All right. Well, if that's all we got, unless anything else happened tonight that I don't know about in the news, I know Westbrook got traded.
We've done well with current events. I think we've done well.
People are swimming. Oh, my man Levar Burton on Jeopardy. Are you watching it? You watch Jeopardy, right?
Yeah, from time to time. I'm gonna tune in for Levar Burton. He deserves.
But you're a Levar Burton guy, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. He deserves. Okay.
Do you know how he got on the show?
I don't.
It was a dream of his. So when Alex Trebek died, he reached out to NBC to get the job, or to at least do the job, try it out.
Please don't let Aaron Rodgers have it.
They let Aaron Rodgers do it before LeVar Burton, who wanted to do it, and then he went and did a petition or some shit, getting people to sign to get him on the show. Like he literally begged to get on the show.
Listen, it's a great gig, and I'm sure he will be fantastic at it.
Now, what do you remember LeVar Burton for? Reading Rainbow,
Reading Rainbow, 100%.
Or Geordie LaForge?
No. Reading Rainbow. It ain't even close.
It's not even. Are you a Roots guy?
Not really.
Are you a slavery movie guy? Because that's a certain type of person.
No, I don't mind the slavery movies. It depends on which one. Some of them are good. Some of them are not good. I'm not going to deny that Roots wasn't important, but I'd rather, Roots ain't my thing.
Did you see New Roots?
No, nor would I.
I watched New Roots. It wasn't. It wasn't terrible, but I'm not a slavery movie guy.
50 Years a Slave or whatever. That was a great movie.
It was a great movie, but I don't know if I've watched a slavery movie since then. Like I was a Glory guy. I like Glory.
Glory is fantastic.
I'm trying to think. I like Django.
Django might be the best one. Like Django is. I watch Django. If Django's on, I'm probably just gonna watch it. Like I love Django.
But I never like the Harriet movie. I won't watch that.
It was very good.
A few other of those movies where the white man is saving all these black people. I'm not into watching black people get whipped.
Free State of Jones.
That
was actually pretty good though. Free State of Jones.
I know the story of what happened. Something happened where I didn't want to watch that movie.
Free State of Jones was surprisingly better than I thought it was going to be.
And I think Nate Parker had a slavery movie but he got canceled right before that was supposed to come out. Right? I think he was like Nat Turner, right?
Nat Turner, great movie. The Nat Turner movie was fantastic. Nate Parker was fantastic in it, and him being canceled right before it, rightfully so. He did not handle that situation well.
It was bad, and then
that situation well at all.
So I was like, and then it was slavery on top. If it wasn't a slavery movie, I would have watched it. But he was canceled and the slave. No.
Oh, you got to see it. It's good.
I'm telling you, it's hard for me to get down and sit down and watch slavery movies.
I get that, but you should watch that one. It was well done. And shout out to Nate Parker, the new release that he had last year. Dang, now I
saw him do an interview, so I'm like, oh, he got uncanceled.
Jesus.
What? He's a cop?
No. It's about police brutality. It's very raw. It's very gritty. It is fantastic.
I might be done with police brutality movies too.
I'm losing my mind. I can't get off the show without getting this right. Hold on.
That's all the grays in the pompadour. Look, I might be done with police brutality movies next. That might be on the list. American what?
Okay, so the Birth of a Nation is the Nat Turner
movie,
which you absolutely should see. But American Skin is phenomenal. That's the new one.
Okay, you see how I brought you back around to the group? You know what I'm saying? You was way off here with the suits and shit, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get you back. I'm gonna put you back with these good slave movies, and you're gonna drop some knowledge and some recommendations worthy.
Hey, while you playing, if you want to do one about music, Beyond the Lights was good.
Beyond the Lights.
Nate Parker, Beyond the Lights, very good movie.
Who was he in Beyond the Lights? Is that new?
He's actually a police officer in Beyond the Lights.
That's new. That's a new movie.
That's 2014. That's old.
Oh, okay. Shit. Well, when was Birth of a Nation out?
2016.
All right. Well, shit. Maybe I just missed it. Nate Parker was supposed to be Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, but he didn't handle that situation very well.
He damn sure did. I don't know what came of it. You can rebound.
There wasn't nothing to come of it. Like, the situation was old and dead. It got drugged back up because of the way he was answering questions about it. Like, if he would have just answered the questions straight up when they were asked to him, it wouldn't even have been a story. But he tried to dip and dodge and avoid, and then he gave a really bad answer, like it wasn't important. And we're like, hold on, dude. Like, hold on. You know,
it's gonna come back up. Like, that shit didn't go away. Look, all I know is who is it? Derrick Rose. He's gonna have to reckon with that at some point in time. Who else? Chauncey Billups, I just found out about.
Oh, I don't even know that story.
Well, he became a basketball coach, and they vetted some old rape charge, sexual assault charge, with him messing with Antoine Walker's girlfriend or some shit back in the day. Like,
Chauncey.
Oh, Ron Mercer, Antoine Walker, and Chauncey Billups.
Billups was trying to get an NBA job or an NCAA job.
He got an NBA job. He is a head coach.
So he got. Didn't
he just get a? Yeah, he just got the job.
Okay, well then he's good. Like, he's all
that
right.
Shit's gonna rear its ugly head. They will find some shit.
If you do stupid things like this, they don't just go away.
Yeah. So if I wrote a book about my life, none of that would ever come up. I have nothing to worry about.
No, not you. Ain't that kind of stupid. You ain't that.
I'm not stupid. I'm here. But I was youthful. What is it?
You ain't that kind of youthful.
All that shit. But watch LeVar Burton. That's what we were talking about. How the fuck we get to slave movies? Oh, Roots.
You be all over the place.
Watch LeVar Burton on Jeopardy. Support. Wrap your arms around Simone Biles. Salute to Suni Lee. Who else gets all the love?
Stop defending R. Kelly.
See, you ruining the moment. I'm trying to.
Are you trying to
big up? Yeah, I'm trying to go. trying to wrap this thing up with
defend Simone Biles and go get Survive in Advance by Tiana Bartolet.
You can do that. Thank you for joining us on another episode of the Racing Thoughts Podcast with your boy AeroGant. Like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. Do all the subscriptions and rating and reviewing on any audio podcast, Apple, Spotify, all that good stuff. And we will be back next week with another episode. Anything else?
No, sir. Have a good evening.
Sure? You sure? All right. Don't defend R. Kelly. R. Kelly's a goddamn pedophile. Stay off that train. That is not the train you want to be on. Peace.